So we got Noelle Carina's profile up here, and for all you guys out there listening, go to the rawartist.org website. You can go to the Raw Boston page, and you can find all the artists that are being featured at the showcase tomorrow. So go check out the website, and you should also be able to find some information about how to become one of the artists featured. So yeah, let's talk to Noelle. So Noelle, talk to us about your work. You got some body paint going on.
Yeah.
You got some models with you.
Yeah.
So just talk about how you got into this whole line of work.
Well, I mean, I've been an artist my whole entire life, but painting I started more recently. I would say about like 8 to 10 years ago, and art has always been therapy for me. So when I was younger, I battled a lot with depression, anxiety. So music, art, writing, all of that, the creative arts was definitely my escape, my therapy. So as I got older, I started, getting more into the dark arts, more into the abstract, figurative, and I realized that putting my feelings out there made it something that empowered me, and took something that was dark and made it beautiful. And I want people to connect with that in a way. And whenever I'm painting in the studio, I'm usually very private, but my music is blasting. I'm all about the music, and I'll take out all my journals and I'll read through them. I'll read through all the poems of all like difficult times I was going through, and then just images start popping through my head, so I'll paint from that. Going into the shows, I wanted to kind of bring that experience to life. I wanted to bring my paintings to life because I feel that the visual arts should be a total experience for the viewer. So I got into the costume design, the body painting, and also making the wigs, hairstyling, makeup art, everything. Anything creative I love to do. Right. So I tried to incorporate all of that.
Was that an easy transition for you to take your work off the canvas and put it onto an actual body?
It was challenging, but I have a daughter. My daughter's 16, and she is a cosplayer. So she inspired a lot of my costuming that I, got into. And the first show that I did with Raw was in Astoria in January, and that was the first time that I actually put it to life. And I got really excited, but I kind of looked at it and I said, I could do better. And I went home, and my daughter was like giving me pointers. So, it was great, from my 16-year-old, I was sitting there thinking, wow, okay, she's like far more advanced than I am. So then I challenged myself because I'd be watching what she does and, started ordering wigs and, there's a couple of surprises for this show too, what's going to happen with the costume. And I just kept pushing myself, to see what other elements I can add to bring it truly as a full experience for the viewer.
So has your art become more of a business for you now as opposed to a type of therapy?
It's still therapy. I would love to make it my full-time job. That would be the dream, of course. We would all, I'm sure everyone sitting in this room would love to just wake up and do what their passion is and make money off of it. So I market it as a business, but it's still therapy to me in a way, and I think it's allowed me to connect with so many people on different levels than I never would have before. And I used to be very private about things that I went through, and now putting it out on canvas, to me it's more therapeutic actually, and as a business it's allowing me to connect with more people than I ever would have if I kept it, more just, okay, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna paint, I'm just gonna get everything out. Right. Now it's actually opening me up to people that I never would have spoken to before.
So describe the body painting to me, because I've been to an event before and I saw that like women were painted like zebras and tigers, and it was so interesting to me because it's so lifelike. How much time goes into that? Like, how much patience do you have to have for that? Is the woman completely naked?
It depends. You like that question. Actually, I'm lucky. Marissa here, my lovely model, she actually I was sending her pictures last night, saying, hey, I think I'm going to do this with the costume, that with the costume. She's like, you can put me in anything. I'm fine, and she's great about it. She's real, open to any of the ideas creatively that I have. She's not completely naked. I actually added more things to the costume this time just to make it more dramatic or different elements than it was before. She was wearing a bodysuit. But I have different concepts for each piece. So each show that I plan on doing, I already have the concepts mapped out for a different art piece to come to life. This one happens to be Night at the Opera. And that's the piece that I did in Astoria, but this time there's a little bit of a twist on it.
And is that airbrushed?
No,
Right,
it's
painting?
painted.
Oh my
It's
God, how long
paintbrush.
does that
Yeah.
take?
Well, I paint her half before,
Mhm.
and I leave half of it unfinished. So this
Okay.
way I can kind of do
Going
that
into
part live.
everything.
Yeah.
So are your models gonna be on the runway, or you just gonna have they're just gonna be?
So
around
she's
your
gonna be
exhibit?
on a pedestal at the
Oh,
booth.
okay.
You know,
Nice.
that's usually where they
Nice.
come.
Now,
to see
can
her.
I ask you a modeling question?
Absolutely.
Now, have you done like fashion or runway?
No, never before. No,
Never.
I haven't. I do it for her.
You're just doing it for
I
her.
do it for her. Yeah, I
And
support
you're
her.
just paint me and just
And
put me out
I'll
there.
strut your work for you, and I'll do whatever you
Wow,
need.
you're a really good friend. When you
That's
make
support
it,
right there.
you got
right?
you gotta hold it down when
Oh,
you make it.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I mean, I thought it would be a little bit different, you know, from like fashion or runway modeling when you're, you know, if you got on a nice gown, it's easy to show that off. You do a
Right.
twirl, your gown shows off. I just wanted to know, like, how do you go about, or how does it feel to, you know, showcase body paint? Because you have to show off your body at the same time you're showing off the paint, right?
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're kind of comfortable. Once the paint goes on, you're in costume,
Right.
so you kind of just like you kind of fall into the character.
Okay.
You fall into everybody's like energy around you, and they're just like in awe about it. So
Right.
it kind of loosens you up, and you just have a
Right.
great time with it.
Yeah, she
You
walks
know?
around and she gets stopped every 5 seconds
They're
for
like,
pictures.
"What is
So
that?"
it
Yeah.
really starts to draw people in, and
And
then I
they're
just
like,
say, all right, let's
"Come
go,
in,
let's just go
Lord,
walk,
come
and
in
you know
now."
everyone wants to take
Yeah.
a picture with the body painting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
a
was
lot of
looking
fun.
at some of your paintings on your profile too, and they are very beautiful. But I did get like a dark
Mhm.
feeling, like I felt like you were possibly going through something. So can you just describe one of them for me and tell me what you were feeling at the time?
Go back to the
So this
bleed
is
color
the
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
which one do you
so
like?
this woman. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. I'm sorry. This woman here looks like her heart was removed from her
Alright,
chest,
looked like her heart was ripped out of her chest.
and it says what?
Bleed color.
It says feel pain, bleed color, you are like no other.
So what were you going through when?
Well, that's kind of personal, but
Sorry.
but I'm sure you know others have felt in their in their life loss of love and just a feeling of that emptiness, but also that feeling of that deep connection, like you weren't like anything else before. You've left a mark in me, even though there's something missing. This is never gonna leave. So.
Crazy.
Nice. I like that. I like
I
that.
do.
So my man Calvin,
Hi.
you're a dancer, man, and you're going